Hey mamas, welcome back to Workin' Mama. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm releasing this video on Thanksgiving and it is a significant one for me because it is the last day of my maternity leave. So I have decided to kind of wrap up that period of my life by sharing with you a very personal series of videos, starting with this one, which is really my birth story for this little nugget. He is almost 5 months old now, so I've had a long maternity leave of almost 5 months, and I'm so happy and lucky that I was able to do that. So I wanted to preface this video with a few things. One, especially if you know me, this might be hard to watch. We had a few different experiences that we're going to share with you. One is that the pregnancy was a potential for IUGR, which is a growth restriction. Therefore we were going into the hospital early. We went in at 37 weeks, which is still term, but not quite full term. I ended up having a repeat C-section. And we had a NICU experience. So I actually never got to room in with my baby the entire time I was at the hospital. So if any of those things might be a potential trigger for you, I wanted to put that warning out there now. So trigger warning for any of those things: NICU, hospital, giving birth. It was a C-section, so there's surgery. I do have a little small snippet from that as well in the video, so I wanted to put that out there. Also, I have a lot of ups and downs. I wanted to just put this out there into the world and be really real and honest, and share my experience in case it might help others who are going through something similar, and potentially prepare other people who might have other things going on with their pregnancies and families as well. So wanted to share all of those things. This is going to be 4 parts. So it's like all the video I filmed. It's a lot of kind of me talking and sharing what's going on with me. And like I said, a lot of ups and downs of emotions. So today you're only going to see part 1, but there are 4 parts to this. And you're welcome to stay along with the journey. I will kind of give a very brief recap in between when I start the next video, so that you can kind of know what's going on or be reminded, because they're not going to be released all at once. I'm going to kind of do them week by week. So feel free to come along in the journey. There might be some kind of TMI moments too. Recovering from a pregnancy, from giving birth, I should say, and also from a surgery is not pretty. And there's a lot to it, and I am very real in the video, so I just wanted to warn you and put that out there. I might be talking about things that might be uncomfortable, again, especially if you know me in real life, so just FYI, and be warned. But I think that's all I wanted to share, and I hope you enjoy this video, so let's go on into it. Today is D-Day. D-Day for delivery. We've got a boy in the back. We've got some puppies. First stop, we're gonna be dropping off the puppies at boarding, and then we're taking Weston to his first dentist appointment. It's gonna be a busy day. Here we go, going into the hospital. just had a major fail at the dentist. Didn't get to actually see the dentist. They were running super behind. But now we're at the hospital. Weston is with Auntie. And we're about to go in, get registered. Wish us luck.
Did you check in on your phone?
So just got checked. Not any progress. So C-section it is. We're gonna meet the baby in a So I just filled out a bunch of paperwork, getting ready for the C-section. Got my IV in, had to take some blood, and now I'm having fluids, and pretty soon I'll be getting antibiotics, and then we'll be talking about epidural or spinal, so we'll give you an update. Hey mamas, just doing a quick check-in. Just filled out some more paperwork, including the baby's birth certificate information, so got to write out his name and everything. And now we are, I guess, just waiting for next steps, which is probably going to be, I'm guessing, anesthesia of some kind. It's about 11:25, so I've been here for probably an hour and almost an hour and a half. We got here a little late. Supposed to be here 2 hours before the procedure. Keep you updated.
delivering my baby. So it's already done. We went through all kinds of different things, put in the spinal, learned about all the anesthesia and everything happening there, went through the whole procedure. So went into the OR, just a few things. It was very bright. The room was pretty chilly, and I was just like shivering quite a bit. I don't know if it was necessarily because of the actual temperature, just nerves, or a combination, but everything went pretty well from the delivery perspective, and getting the anesthesia and everything. So they have you arch your back and they numb the area locally, and then so that you don't feel the needle going in. But I had a spinal this time. For my last C-section, I had an epidural because they actually tried to do a version on me for my first pregnancy. My boy was breech. They were trying to flip him around, and when that was not successful, then they just continued to use the epidural catheter for the pain medicine throughout the C-section. So this time it was different because it's just a one-time shot, but pretty similar overall, same kind of injection site and all of that. So all of that was fine, and then after they prepped me and cleaned me and put up the drape and all those things, then they finally brought Mike in, and he was able to sit next to me and hold my hand. They actually had me take off my mask, which was nice of them to do. I don't think they needed to do that. I was fine with keeping it on, but it was, just kind of one little thing that, was nice. And also when they kind of started the procedure, I definitely felt some things, and it was just grossing me out. I mean, it was not pain, which is good, obviously, but I just, knew what was happening and could feel some of it, and like tugging, and probably the worst part was like hearing like clamping and stuff like that. And so I asked for them to put on some music, and they put on the radio, which was good, to help distract me and not have me hearing all of that grossness. And it felt like it took a lot longer than it did because of all of that. But then I heard them say the baby's head is here, and so he was head down, so he came out head first, unlike my first boy, who was legs down, and he came out in like a little froggy position with legs all over the place. But yeah, and they said everything looked good, and they cleaned him up just a little bit and put him on me for skin to skin. So that was nice. I got to hold on to him for a little bit, but I was not very comfortable and not in a great position. I was completely flat, so on my back, and so he was kind of not able to be secured on me very well, and was rolling a little bit. So I didn't hold him for that long, and then they took him away to do some measurements and see how he was. So he was born at 12:52, 5 pounds 10 ounces, so he's not too small, but he's actually having a little trouble breathing. So they're considering him borderline, and so they actually took him to the NICU to check him out further. So that's where he is right now. I haven't started breastfeeding yet, which I did with my first pregnancy, so I'm very eager to do that again. So I know that pretty soon I'll be able to start pumping, and I'll also be able to see him as soon as I get feeling back in my legs, so I can transfer into a wheelchair, so I can go visit him as well. They're putting him on fluids, and taking some x-rays, so we'll keep you updated. But we've taken some turns on this journey today. Not exactly what we expected, but it is what it is. I just gotta roll with it. So keep you updated. Thanks. Hey mamas, I'm back. It's been several hours. It's almost 7:30 p.m. now, and I am in my room, I guess, my supposed to be mother-baby room without my baby. He's still in the NICU, and he's going to be there overnight. But I did manage to get up and go visit him. So that was good. Daddy's been with him most of the day and kind of visiting me sporadically as he could. Due to COVID protocols, I'm only allowed to have 2 people with me, and that includes Mike as one of them. And then my second person today was Tiffany, my sister. We can't change people throughout the day for either of those visitors. But anyway, I'm feeling okay. Have movement in my legs. Like I was able to get up and get into a wheelchair and go and visit the NICU so I could see the boy. So that was good. And what else? I have had a lot of nausea, just not feeling good, upset stomach kind of a deal. And since I'm separated from my baby, I've been pumping. So I have like a bedside pump. Let's see if I can show it to you here. It's a Medela hospital grade type situation. And it's been going okay. I've had 2 sessions. I pumped all the time with my previous pregnancy, or I should say with my previous baby. So I'm familiar with pumping and everything, but never had to do it this early, and now it's just colostrum. It's not milk yet, so that's a little bit different. Anything else? Not really eating yet. I have not been able to, I don't know, I shouldn't say I haven't been able to keep things down, but I am not really feeling up to it yet. So I've definitely been eating ice chips, drinking water. So that's kind of the progression. They start you on ice chips. If you succeed there, you get to try water. And if you succeed there, then you can have some like small things or clear liquids, foods like Jello, applesauce, popsicles, that type of stuff. And then like saltine crackers, things like that. So that's kind of where I'm at right now, is trying those things. And we are now like 7 hours past C-section. So, you know, this is the timeline of what it's been like. Hey mamas, just doing a quick check-in. It's about 9:15 now, and I am completely by myself. It's kind of bizarre. I'm not with any of my boys. I'm just in my room attempting to take a nap unsuccessfully in between pumping sessions, and my oldest boy is with his auntie, staying the night with her, and my newest baby boy is in the NICU, and my husband is with him. It's just kind of bizarre. Definitely not what I expected for the day. I thought I'd be, you know, certainly having my baby with me by my side, but I know we'll be together in time. I went to go visit him in the NICU earlier, and it was probably a little too early for me to be moving so much after the surgery, and I got sick doing that, but it was worth it to see him. He's so little, and it seems like he's doing pretty well now that they've done some things to help his lungs. So hopefully he continues to improve and we won't have to keep him here. I'm really hoping that we don't have to keep him here much longer than what I will be admitted for. I'm trying to eat some food now. I just had Jello, and that went well so far. I also took some medicine for the nausea so that I stop feeling so sick. I think that's probably all the updates that I have. Oh, my light in my room is going crazy here. I just wanted to make kind of an overall comment. Not sure if I'll include this in this video or maybe in a different one, but about C-sections. I did not want one this time or last time. And what I will say is that this experience has been completely different, this pregnancy, in every way. More like all along the way, more kind of severe symptoms, like typical pregnancy symptoms were just hit me harder, like sickness and uncomfortableness and all of these things. Still didn't have it nearly as bad as a lot of people do, but today, you know, delivery day, also completely different, just different feelings, different expectations. Even the C-section procedure, I perceived it differently. I don't know if it's just me or, you know, everything was kind of so novel with and exciting to be having my first baby ever with Weston, with my first boy, that, you know, it was kind of any discomfort and everything was overshadowed by how excited and everything I was. And now it's just a little different because I don't have my baby in my arms. I don't have all of that oxytocin kind of flowing through me from all the snuggles and skin to skin and breastfeeding and all of that. So it's definitely been a different experience. And the recovery from the C-section I know is going to be rough. They are telling me, which they told me last time, that I'm recovering very well and, you know, maybe even a little ahead of the curve, which is great to hear. And I think I'm just motivated because I really want to go, you know, and be with my boy, even though I can't hold him. We'll keep you updated.